Hey guys, can you hear me? It is raining here. You guys hear me? Hey guys. Nice rainy day. Where's ELTK at? Someone give me a real live quote on ELTK. Whew. Man, even in the rain, it's beautiful, huh? Hey guys, ELTK 270. Hoping it comes back to $3. Good, good. Go up, go up, go up. Go up. You guys, I'm going to use this opportunity to cross the hill. This way. And then we'll start once more people get in. What a crazy day in the small cap, man. Fuck. No Bugattis here, Alex. But this dude got a bunch of fucking cars, man. It's like probably millions of dollars that he has. Bentley, a Venador, you name it. This guy is one of the old eBay guys. So he made his fortune off of eBay back in the day. Look at this, beautiful, right? All stone, man. That's how these guys are getting rich. Look at that, beautiful, huh? Oh, this dude definitely could buy a Bugatti. eBay money. Oh, dude, I gotta get one of these mowers. Doing an Instagram live on a motor, riding with bow. How about that? Riding with bow in the lawnmower. Oh man, it's been a while. It feels good to be out here again, man. This is what I need. I get too focused on trading. This is where the tab comes in, guys. Seriously. Alex keeps me in check. Alex, like, get the fuck out of here, pal. You know, go for your walk. Help your followers learn some stuff. You know, just get away from the computer, man. And all I can think about is ELTK right now. I was like, fuck, where is it at? I have a bunch of blind orders at the 3 line. I'm sure everyone's undercutting me right now. Tosh undercut me by a penny on CUI this morning. Congrats, Tosh. He top ticked that shit. I was at 247, which is the high of day. I set that order blind, pre-market actually. They fucking came to me, did not print me a single share. Sometimes being too exact is not good. That's why I scale. So that's why we scale, guys. I had an order at 247, scaling all the way up. It got to 247 exactly. Filled 0 though. But you know, that's trading, man. We don't know exactly where it will go, but we have the areas of interest. I call the lines, and so I scale around the lines. So you have 1,000 shares. You may break it up into 4 orders, 250 shares each, and scale. Scale 2 of them, 2 orders around 1 line, and perhaps save the rest for the second line if you're wrong. And if that thing doesn't hold, stop out half, you know. So that's how I do on those. Make sure you don't use the inner lines. So comes basically, you want to fill. If you fill, that's what getting FOMO. The more outer lines you go, the better your success, but it's harder to fill. So there's a trade-off. Like CUI this morning, 247. If I was FOMO, I'd be in early. But if that thing went up to $3, I'm fucking screwed. You know, stick to the process. If you don't feel, that's fine, man. There's gonna be more plays tomorrow. The worst thing you could do is be too early and make that a bad habit of always being in early. Oh, this is a tough hill. I'm gonna try to walk up here. Ew, it's been a month. It's been a long time. What was I gonna say? Okay, I'm gonna walk up this hill and then we'll talk. It's been a long time, guys. I think I lost a little weight, but dude, still out of shape, man. Dude, I want to take that golf cart on that side. That'd be kind of cool. The next IG will be on a golf cart. That'd be pretty cool. So wait. I am scaling my lines. My weight loss lines. Fuck. Unfortunately, there's a Big Mac support. Big Mac support line around this weight. I can't get fucking loose. It needs to breach. Okay. Whew. All right, guys, we're gonna start now. Welcome, guys. It's been a long time since Instagram Live. Alex has been doing a great job, so thanks, Alex. So let me talk about today. What happened today? Today is just a normal day. Woke up. First thing we identified. Oh shit. First thing we identified was the low-hanging fruits of the day. Low-hanging fruits are the plays that have broken down from the previous day. So those are continuation plays. Those, in my opinion, are the bread and butter. Before we even launched MIC, I met with Tosh like half a year before. And I was like, Tosh, learn this strategy. Tell me if this fucking works. See if we can teach this to everybody. You know, the thing about trading is this. Same thing with any profession. The best athletes, the best guy at their profession may not necessarily be the best teacher. So if you take a look at the Patriots, who's the best head coach of all time, right? Belichick. You think he was a good football player? No. But he's the fucking best coach. Same thing with the NBA. There's a bunch of them. Well, there's a reason why Michael Jordan's not a coach. He's the best player, but he doesn't have the patience or, you know, how to teach people. Because what happens is this. When you get a really good trader, most of the time they are very arrogant. And they expect people to be very intelligent like them and and learn it right away. You know, and so being a teacher, you have to be patient. You have to understand that not everybody is at your same level. So I made a lot of videos about leveling up correctly. So this is what you see. You see a lot of great traders, but they're lousy teachers, guys. They have no patience. They don't understand that not everybody is at their capacity. And a lot of times their strategies are not going to work for you, man. You know, you got guys that have $1 million in one of their 5 accounts, and they're swinging a stock, and they're getting squeezed from $7 to $10. And they're like, fuck, I'm hurt. But you know what, man? That's part of their strategy. They are a fundamentals trader. They swing. They know that the stock will eventually go down. They are fortunate enough to have a giant bankroll, which they can afford 30% down. So they're down 100 grand. But you know, that's part of their strategy. It's completely fine. You know, and once again, it works until it doesn't work. You have cases like Tilray, TLRY, that ran from $25 to $300. Those guys got murdered if you do not stop out. So even though you have a giant bankroll, doesn't mean you should be fucking maxing out your losses all the time. So I always say, you know, risk management is the key to survival. I don't care if you have $100 or a fucking 100 million. That 100 million can evaporate really quickly. All in on D-Car because of the Lyft IPO. And look at that shit, right? Lyft IPO tanked, all this shit tanked. So if you think you're gonna fucking make easy money on any of this shit, think again, man. You know, you have to learn the stages of pump and dump. The guys get in first, they alert their people, it goes up, you know, and they're, of course, going to keep pumping it. They're going to say, oh, I'm in it for a fucking life. I'm a board member now. I have fucking stock. I mean, it's like, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? They have $10 million in their account. You have $10,000 in your account. You cannot afford to fucking take 2 years for this thing to bounce. You know what I'm saying? So opportunity cost is huge. So this is getting back to what I'm saying about teaching. Teaching versus following a great trader. The big difference, man. You have to learn. Seriously, guys. You can't be like, oh, this guy's the best trader. I'm gonna fucking follow him and emulate what he does. But you don't understand. He's been trading for 20 years. You think he started off like this? No. He had to build his bankroll. It's like you come in and you go, oh, I have all these advanced strategies. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fucking buy 100,000 Microsoft, and then I'm gonna fucking hedge it with naked calls and puts and covered call options and all the straddles, and then like, so you basically locked up millions of dollars, and now you fucking, you know what I'm saying? So now you're hedging it with another $500,000 of options. Who the fuck can do that strategy, guys? How many of you guys can fucking do that strategy? What do? You buy 1 share of Microsoft, 10 shares of Microsoft, buy 1 fucking 2 covered calls of Microsoft, and you're gonna sit on that and make what, 20 cents? You see what I'm saying? So basically it's a leveling up. They didn't start off that way, so you have to be careful, man. So even me, man, you follow me and don't emulate what I do right away. You know, there's levels to this game. That's what we teach at MIC. You have to start at your preferred level. And that's why we have a bunch of different guys at MIC teaching different levels, different things. There are guys that don't even know level 2. There are guys that don't even know I get this asked all the time. Can you buy on the bid? Can you sell on the offer? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, but my guru is using hotkeys and he said he can't fill. You know what I'm saying? So there's a bunch of different levels to this game. So you have to level up correctly, man. And if you jump the level, I compare this to a video game. It's like, you know, any like role-playing video game, right? You have to build your endurance, your experience level, and all that. You can't just jump and start trying to slay the dragon. You're gonna fucking die. You have to start with a rat. You know, kill the cockroach first, you know, the insects, move to the rat, and then, you know, and then the dragon is like, fuck, now you need a fucking 10 fucking immortals to fight the dragon, right? And, you know, this is a role-playing game analogy, right? But that's what it is, man. It's like you need all this fucking shit. So you have to fucking level up the correct way. And so this is what I advocate all the time, man. Slow down. Make sure each level you progress, you learn, and you're comfortable to get to the next level. Because the next level is going to be very difficult. And that's basically sizing up thing. Okay? Don't size up just to make more money. Sizing up does not make more money, guys. Trading properly makes more money. Okay? I'm going to repeat that. Sizing up is not the reason why people make money long-term consistently. It's their process. They refine their process. Their process is fucking dead on. They're consistent with a fucking small size, and then they can put on size. And even then, you don't put size across the board. There are plays that require small size, filler trades, I call them in the morning. And then when the stock breaches the death line, for example, goes into the true backside, then you hammer the shit out of it. You know, so there are times where to put on size, and then there's times to just scale back and take smaller positions. So you have to level up the right way, man. Okay, so getting back, let's review first, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna review, and then I'm gonna put some guys on the split screen so we ask questions. So today, man, it was a normal day. CLRB, man, low hanging fruit. We identified the lines. I was fucking sitting there at 277, man. I was there at 277 trying to fill, fighting people for fills. I'm like, fuck. I ended up filling only 3,200 shares. I'm like, fuck. I mean, at least I got something, right? 3,200 shares, made 50 cents, whatever it is. I don't know how much went down, but I forgot. I covered around 30, 40 cents. I don't know, but I mean, I made money, but it's like, fuck. So it's one of those days where you're like, Jesus, man, why couldn't they just wait till later to do this? So let me explain to you how offerings work like this. It's rare that they're doing this pre-market, and intraday is even more rare. But this year has been a ton of them happening. A ton of them. And this is why I was like, dude, you have to understand the game. These stocks are pieces of shit. The company is losing money. The only way that they get money to fuel their operations is through selling stock. So they pump it up. So it's the same thing. So people ask, why do you trade small caps? It's so unpredictable. It goes crazy. And that's the reason why I trade small caps. Because it's so predictable. We know it's a piece of shit. We know eventually it'll go down. The problem with trading is this. It's all timing. You can be 100% right and still go bankrupt. Okay? CLRB squeezed the fuck out of everybody yesterday. People know it's a piece of shit, but it went up like 100%, right? 50%, whatever. So unless you have a big bankroll, I mean, how the fuck do you keep holding this thing? And at one time you do hold it, AWX, some guy buys a float, runs that stock up to $20, and you're fucking bankrupt. So in trading, it's always about timing. It's not about being smart. I'm gonna repeat. It's not about being smart, guys. I know so many smart guys that went fucking belly up. Okay? Because they're like, oh my God, this thing sucks. This company is trash. They're gonna fucking dilute soon and offering. They're running out of money. I'm going all in. Guess what, guys? They were right. It's a piece of shit. But you know what? They got blown out. 50% up. They stopped out. They lost all their money. They margined. They added more. Now the stock's up 100%. And now it's a day two runner. They stopped out at the top. And then when it tanks out, oh, see, I told you, I was right. But you know what, man? In this, when I'm trading, guys, it's not about being right. It's about making money. Okay? I don't give a fuck if I'm right or wrong. I'm okay with being wrong all day. If I'm wrong, and I know I'm wrong, it's fucking amazing. Because then I'm going to stop out. The sooner you know you're wrong, the less money you lose. So I want to be wrong. Show me that it's wrong. I'm looking for signs all day that's wrong. Other people are looking for fucking signals for them to short. If you're going around looking for signals, you will find a signal somewhere. Your brain. So I'll give you an exercise. If you go around looking at the number 5, go around, you're going to see 5s in license plates. You're going to see 5s in prices at the store. The human mind finds what it wants to find. And that's why I don't believe in this ABC bullshit pattern. You will see all these fucking head and shoulder, shampoo, dandruff, whatever the fucking pattern you're going to see. Okay? So don't look for that. So I simplified it down with the lines. That's why we use the resistance lines and all that, right? The pivots and the resistance and the support. Because I can see patterns all I want. But unless the prices get to my point, I don't give a fuck. So when I trade, I'm looking for signs that I'm wrong. I don't want to look for signs I'm right, because I know I'm going to be right. Because why would I enter a trade thinking I'm wrong? So when I enter a trade, this is what I do. There's a process. First, I research the stock, okay, to see what's my edge. There's a couple ways to find edge. There is news. I'll give you some examples, okay? Fast track pharmaceutical companies. Those are usually scam news. Okay, but they fucking run. The reason that they're putting out these fast track or phase 1 preliminary shit, because they need money to fund the fucking the clinical trials. And so that's why I love fucking trading those stocks. Okay, so when I see a stock that has fast track, phase 1 preliminary, we've been approved for a fucking patent, it's all bullshit. But the problem is you don't short right away. You let the stock fucking marinate, kill the early smart guys who are shorting, and then when the time is right, you fucking nail it. Okay? So in the beginning, the longs will win, because there's a lot more people that do not understand that these phase 1s and fast tracks are all bullshit. The reason they're running those PR is so they can put out a PR, pump the stock up, do an offering, sell their ATMs, hit their shelves, wherever the case may be. It's the fundraise for their company. Because these companies have no revenue. They are research companies. They have no revenue. If their drug works, they would be acquired by a big company like Bristol Myers or whoever. You know what I'm saying? If these fucking stocks are like $2 for years, that means their technology doesn't work. How the fuck are they paying their scientists, their employees? They do not have a product to sell. You see what I'm saying, guys? So this is a big picture you have to paint when you enter these stocks. I don't care if you're long the stock. I don't care if you're short the stock. You have to paint the picture as to why the fuck did they put this PR on? Why is there so much volume? This entire week, there was no volume on the stock. All of a sudden, they put a PR out now. It's up fucking 100%. You know? And then you get cases like CLRB, which did an offering in the morning. Now it's dead. But, so that's what happened today. So, I'll walk through the scenario. So, today was setting up, it's a nice day, and everyone's pissed because our entire MIC room wanted to short CLRB. That is our low-hanging fruit of the day. It means that, dude, this thing is about to tank. We want to get good averages on it, so we're scaling it. But no one's going to think that's going to do an offering when it did. But if you want to track, take a look at the time that they did the offering. I noticed around 8:30 market time is usually when they do it at 9 o'clock. So between 8:30 and 9 o'clock is when they send this out. Okay, so as a long, if you are long, you wake up in the morning, that fucking stock gap down. You better thinking, I gotta get the fuck out. You have to keep to the process, man. It's like these longs are adding and they're gonna fucking die. Because remember, these stocks are scams. They are there to dilute and sell their shares and all that shit. Okay? And so I'm like, dude, these guys are fucking greedy as fuck. They're holding CLRB overnight, a long position. Because they're like, I'm up 30 cents, 40 cents. You can't go that low. Look at the news. The news says it's fucking curing cancer, you know? And then what happens is when they wake up, it gaps down. They're the ones buying it. And then when it starts to tank down, they don't know what an offering is. They don't know why it tanked. They're like, oh my God, cheap shares, come to me. And they have all these open orders to buy, and then they get fucking killed. So this is the thing, guys. If you are trading by yourself, you don't know this shit. I mean, the guys at MIC are knowing this stuff. You know, they may not be shorting it, but they know, be fucking careful. Don't be the sheep. Don't be the sucker. Don't be the fucking guy that's buying CLRB all the way down to zero. Hey, what's ELTK, guys? ELTK. So I preach education all the time. I teach it because you have to learn the fundamentals, the basics of trading. You have to first learn the mechanics and learn the proper way. I see these guys asking me, like, how about hotkeys? I mean, fuck, dude. If that's all the gurus are teaching you is hotkeys, then you're in fucking trouble. A quick thing about hotkeys, the reason they teach you hotkeys is so that you can fucking chase their shit. They want you to chase. They want you to buy this pump. What easier way is to fucking push F4, F7, wherever the hotkeys you're setting. Buy. They want you to chase. As you're hitting your hotkey to buy, they are hitting their hotkey to sell. You're fucked. And that's why you have these stocks that go up and go right back down. It's 276, okay. Whew. And so we woke up today, we're pissed, man. Trust me. I was in 3,200 shares and I'm still pissed. Because you know what, man? That's trader. We were never fucking happy. You know what I'm saying? I made so quick that fucking money. And I'm like, fuck, why didn't I fill 10,000 shares? I had 20,000 shares allocated. I wasn't even close to my max size, right? So that's that thing. It's a mental fucking shit. Most of the time, the mental issue comes when you're losing. So we have a lot of, I mean, I do the same thing. When you're fucking losing, first thing that you do is you do a revenge trade. You're pissed because you're like, you know, there's two types of people. One that never admits that it's their fault. Fucking bad luck. It's bad luck. Offering again? This is the third offering this fucking month I was caught in. I have horrible luck. Fuck, I have bad luck. No. You do not have bad luck. You are the cause of your own bad luck. I have this guy, friend, who had like 10 car accidents in like a couple months. Few DUIs. He's like, "Bow, I have the worst luck, dude. I always get pulled over for DUIs. I'm not a motherfucker." That's because you're driving drunk. You don't have bad luck. You are alive. You are not in jail. You have fucking phenomenal luck. Just same thing as the guy that getting caught on these offerings. The fact that you still have money after the third offering, down 50%, you have fucking phenomenal luck. You're able to have money to fucking fight again. You need to fucking own your loss and understand why bad luck happened to you. You know, there's a quote that says, you know, like, it's a funny thing. The more I practice, the luckier I get. You know, that's what it is, man. You make your own luck in life. You think I got here by luck? Sure, it's luck. The reason it's luck because I prepared for the opportunity, and when the opportunity came, I fucking pounced on it. And so when Alex made 100 grand in that fucking BPTH stock, oh, it was a lucky trade, man. It takes so fast. You got lucky. No, it's because he fucking planned it. He waited for the opportunity, and the opportunity came. The fact the opportunity came is luck. The fact that he executed is not luck. It's intentional. It's the same thing in MMA or boxing. That was a lucky punch. He knocked him out by lucky punch. No, that guy was training MMA for 10 years. He's doing combat sports, taking Taekwondo since he was a kid. That fucking strike was intentional. He intentionally tried to hit you. Your face just happened to fucking come to his fucking knee, and he knocked your ass out. That's not luck. You see the difference? So I believe in luck. That's because the luck encompasses everything. It's preparation and opportunity. Opportunity to me is luck. But your preparedness for the opportunity to hit is not luck. Makes sense, guys? So MIC, learning all this shit is you preparing to make your own luck. Okay, so let me hold on. Let me finish this. I'll take you, Alex. So I'm going to repeat that again, guys. You prepare to make your own luck. Okay, these guys that are sitting around that don't want to learn or blaming being unlucky are never going to get lucky, because there's no way you just fucking luck will fall out of your sky. Even if the fucking lottery hits you in the face and you don't prepare to fucking go buy the ticket, no one's going to fucking so make your own luck, guys. Learn the shit. If you lose, think of that as a learning experience. You either win or you fucking learn. All right, I'm going to take some calls here. We'll start with Jay. Oh shit. Let me try two people. Let me try Alex real quick first, and then JT next. Waiting for Alex. Guy should tell me. He can make whatever, but
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, brother?
How you doing?
Hey, nice office.
Yeah,
right, it's raining. Dude, I feel like I'm in New Jersey right now.
Bro, it's actually sunny outside of New Jersey.
Oh. Hey, what's the ELTK at?
265. It's about to break support.
Okay, so under 250 is the game over on that, guy. So if you're watching ELTK, 250.
Here, I'll show you the chart.
I have a bunch of fantasy orders open, guys. And I use outer lines. Oh, one more thing, okay? This is what we talk about. Alex makes a great point, and Tosh too. Okay, guys, I found the secret to not blowing up, which we always knew, but we didn't really fucking thought about it because we've been training so long that we don't need it. The secret to not blowing up is this: hard physical stuff. You want to talk about that, Alex?
Yeah, so something that's really important that I recognize is that a lot of people come into trading and they say that I'm just going to use a mental stop. And what a mental stop is that you stop yourself out. You don't make it robotic. And what I've recognized is that most new traders, when they first start trading, they're not disciplined at all. They have absolutely no discipline in their own trading. So how can these non-disciplined traders stop themselves out? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
You cannot trust yourself
to do the right thing sometimes, because in the face of fear, you panic. And when you panic, you're dead.
Exactly. So the way that I explain it to everyone is that a mental stop is earned. You have to earn the right to use a mental stop. If you are not a consistently profitable trader, if you are not consistently making money, you have not earned the right to use a mental stop. You must use a hard stop.
Even consistency doesn't help. So I say this. It's like, are you able to stop out? Okay, are you able to consistently stop out? Not about making money, about taking losses. So for me, earning the right to use a mental stop is not about making money. It's about losing money. It's about being able to manage your fucking downside. If you can prove to yourself that you are responsible enough to take small losses along the way, then you have the right to use a mental stop. But until that time comes, you have to put in a physical stop, because these plays are so fast. You go to the bathroom, you come back, you go bankrupt, just like CLRB.
Correct. Exactly. And then here's what I always do is I reference our video on stops. We have a video right here in MIC in the video library, risk control, sizing, and stops. So Joe made a video about how to control your risk, how to stop out properly, and what type of orders to use. So if anyone has any questions about stops, we have it right there in the video library. So I always reference that to anyone as well.
And I'll give you a better example too, like it's one that I do, because I used to trade. I'm comfortable trading like a giant ass account, right? 7-figure shit. I've been doing that for like decades, right? And so for me, let's say even a $10,000 loss in that $1 million account is nothing. But now, let's say I'm trading a $50,000 account. Fucking a $10,000, $20,000 loss is fucking most of the account, right? And so sometimes, like, you know yourself. You have to put a fence around what you do. So for most traders, in my opinion, you have to set a physical stop. What a physical stop means is it's like server control, broker side control that says, hey man, when it reaches this price, I need to get the fuck out. Okay? And then there's another way you can stop it. I found another beautiful way is to call your broker to limit your max size. Right. I have on my system right now, one of my accounts, I have a bunch of accounts I trade, but the smaller account, I have a max size on that one account. I set it, so I started with a 5,000. Then I'm like, okay, I bumped up to 7.5 thousand on that one small account. And so I am even doing what we're talking about. I'm earning the right to increase my max size.
Correct.
So I started with 5,000 to see if I can build it to a higher level. And then when I made more money in that account, now my max size, I call the broker. I changed from 5,000 to 7,500. And then the next time I get to a certain tier of P&L, then I'm going to set it to 10,000. So you have to size up correctly. And I know myself. If I have fucking 7,000, 5,000 max size, I will fucking use it when I'm upside down. The only way to stop me is to fucking have a fence around it. Same thing with a hard stop. Even at this level, it's very hard. It depends on your personality. Most traders are aggressive. Most traders, are emotional. And so even for me, man, this is how I made a lot of money. I made a lot of money by pouncing when the opportunity is right, just like you, Alex.
Exactly.
But the problem is, man, that same attitude gets us killed a lot of times, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like you said, you have to earn the right to size up, just like you have to earn the right to have a mental stop. It's all, like you said, leveling up. You level up in tiers. You slowly do it. Just like the guy that you said has $1 million to his name. He first started with $10,000 to his name,
Yep. And like I said, man, there's many ways to do this, okay? So hard stops, guys. Learn the hard stops. Watch Joe Kelly's video on hard stops. And there's also conditional orders. We won't talk about it right now, but in the video library, there's conditional order. Conditional order will take care of the upside. It says this. It says if you reach a certain price, you take the profit or you stop out. So you have a range. It's called a range order. In other words, a conditional or OCO. One cancels the other. I don't know why they call that, but basically whichever triggers first, right? So you either you make the money to your target or you stop out. So check out those videos. It's an OCO trigger, conditional order. In my opinion, those are very good for people that go to work. If you go to work in the morning, you have our watch list, you have our low-hanging fruit plays. You can set a price, trigger at this price, execute. Here is my stop, and here is where I take the profits. So that's even more better, dude. Even fucking phenomenal. So so that puts a fence around what you do.
Exactly.
So yeah.
It makes it like an algo as well. You're not even doing anything. When you're in a sober mind, when you have a clear head, you make the plan, you put all your orders in, and you just wait for it to react. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. You already have your risk and your entries in there on the orders.
Yep. And then, watch the videos. There's a difference between a market stop and a limit stop. So limit stop says, I hit this price, it triggers. But the problem is a lot of times it jumps over, so you're fucked. So you really want to be out. A stop market is the way to go.
Correct.
But, so it's a learning thing. But the takeaway from this is you have to put a fence around it. Human beings cannot be trusted, man. Seriously. Even priests break their rules, right? Even cardinals break their rules. So how can we trust us to break our rule?
Yep. And all it takes is one day of not trusting your rules to blow up on something like AWX. So if you have a hard stop in, you make a robotic, you are making it so that you last as a trader long term. And that's what everyone wants. You want to be trading long term. And the only way to do that is to manage your risk. The only way to manage your risk properly is to use hard stops.
Yep. So hard stops, and one extra level I do is max size, guys, at the broker level. Okay. Correct. Because you don't need much size, and you have to earn the right to level up to bigger size.
That's it, man.
Cool, Alex.
This ELTK is ramping up a little bit, pal. Just 282 right now. It helps support.
Go to $3, please.
All right, pal. Talk soon, bro.
Thanks, man.
Later.
All right, let's do another person here. What is it, JT? I can't find whoever wants to talk because it's scrolling. So just say, hey, you want to get on? Hey, let me Brian. I'll put Brian on first. Go live with Trader Tax CPA. And then you're next, JT. My man.
Check this guy out.
Oh, damn, what are you doing? You're off to some secret ops? Who are you going to assassinate, brother?
Yeah, I traded this morning, and I got military duty, so I'm headed to a secret location.
Well, we know where you're at now. I see the signs.
Yes,
but
sir.
I want to introduce everybody to Brian. Brian is a CPA. He happens to be also a day trader. He's been doing this for a while. So he's Trader Tax CPA on the MIC. And hey, why don't you give a quick shout out what you do, man?
What's that on in the market or tax purposes?
Yeah, the tax. What's the thing that because dude, I just paid a shitload of taxes, so it's probably good for people to know what's up, like your program that you're offering.
Yeah, so right now, kind of what I do for the MIT guys is I run a couple different programs where essentially, we do tax prep for individual traders, businesses, things like that. And then we also have a consulting service where you get access to our private Slack channel. And in that, you can ask us any question you want. So right now, tax season has slowed down a bit, but right now I'm helping a lot of guys amend their taxes because, they went to their CPAs, they jacked everything up. So I'm doing a lot of amendment work now. Yeah,
that's what I noticed, man. I mean, I've been doing this thing for a long time. I could never find a CPA that knew any of that shit. I argued literally last year with my tax preparer about locate fees being deductible. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, they just don't understand that kind of stuff. So sometimes, you have to get an expert that is also a trader so that you don't have to worry about all these deductions because those things are huge, man. So,
yeah,
Brian, go ahead.
What's up?
Go for it.
I was going to say, if you qualify for trader tax status and you're not claiming your short sale fees, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah, dude, those fees are like 30% sometimes. Oh, okay. So one last thing. Give one good advice before I get the next caller.
Yeah, so my biggest advice is the cost of doing business for traders, whether it's your education, whether it's your platforms, whether it's your short sale fees. I think it's important that you make sure you capture that from a tax perspective, just because you're saving yourself money, and then that's part of business, right? You're running a trading business, so you just want to make sure that if you use us or if you're using other CPA firms that you're capturing your business expense.
MIC is totally tax deductible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep, that's the thing I never knew about, man. I subscribed to all these things over the years. I didn't realize, dude, I could have deducted this. I could have deducted all the trips to meetups, right? The trips to meetups.
Yep. If you're going to the meetup in Philadelphia, if you just upgraded to lifetime membership, if you used us for tax purposes, all that stuff is a write-off. So you want to make sure
It's
you
amazing,
capture
man.
that.
So basically, it's a free vacation to Philadelphia to learn.
Yep.
Cool, brother.
You got me
Enjoy
motivated doing that hill, man. I might stop right now and start working out.
I'm gonna be looking for your helicopter.
All right.
All right, brother. Take care.
All right. Have a good one, bro.
All right, let me get to JT. Remember, this IG is only an hour, so I'll give you guys heads up before the thing dies, and I'll get back on, and we'll continue on. I'm gonna look for where are you at, JT? Here we go. Going live with JT. I might do 2 trips up the hill. I'm feeling pretty good.
Hey Val,
Hey, what's up, brother?
how's it going?
Hey, what's your name and tell us your backstory?
I'm Justin, or JT on MIC.
So how you doing, man? What's up? You're trading outside your house or in the park?
No, I'm just taking a break. Yeah, in the park. So,
I thought you like trade from anywhere. No.
So yeah, on Tuesday I took like my biggest loss, and yeah, so I'm just want to know, like, how do you kind of come back from that? How do you mentally?
That's a very good question, bro. So
The
first
mental.
of all, do you mind sharing what you traded and what happened?
I traded Uber and I tilted. I just tilted. I broke my rules. I broke everything. Everything went out the window, and I just
Did you short?
Yeah, I shorted. I kept on the squeeze. I kept getting stopped out and then going back in. Stopped out, going back in, and then just paper cuts. Paper cuts.
Correct. Death by 1,000 people. Okay.
Yes.
So what did you want? What are the takeaways?
Follow my rules. Like when I was clear-headed, I told myself, if it breaks a high a day, I'm done.
Yep, you have to stop out.
And
Yep.
I should be out. Yes.
But you added.
And I did stop out. I stopped out and then I went back in. Yes.
Okay. So using a hard stop might help you.
I did. I used the hard stop.
So at least that helped. on those very liquid stocks, a market stop out is completely fine. They won't jam you. The problem with a hard stop, if you're using a hard stop on an illiquid stock, the market makers can fucking kill you. So you have to see the liquidity, guys. So don't be using these hard stops and blaming me if they're filling you 50-cent spreads, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can only use hard stops if the stock is liquid, very liquid, where it's not jumping by 5 cents, 10 cents, where it's like only moving by a penny. Very liquid. So, okay, so very good question, because it happens. It will happen again in the future. Sorry to say, it will happen to me, because we are human. It always happens. Okay, I've taken so many fucking hits. But so I'll tell you the secret. So me and Alex and Tosh was talking last night. I showed up. I found a calendar of my trades, and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot about them. They're like fucking 10 years old, right? But the commonality is this. When I was fucking like at my prime. I'm not saying I'm not at my prime now, but I was just like, you know, when I'm looking back, I'm like, holy shit, right? What I noticed is that my losses were very small compared to my wins. Okay? So the secret of trading long term is you better make damn sure your losses are very small compared to your winners. Okay? And so stops is one thing. So how do you bounce back? Okay, so this is one thing. Okay, so in my opinion, for long term, make sure you control your losses. The losses sometimes you have to have a rule. So whenever I lose, right, something big, I need to make a rule because I cannot trust myself for the next time it happens. I have to fucking have a fence because you know what, man? I've already broken my trust in myself. Okay, so that's why I went and I found a bunch of ways to do it. So you've already did one way, hard stop. Perfect, bro. So the problem you did was you kept on jumping back in. So how you can combat that is, in my opinion, a TAB, a training accountability buddy, that says, hey man, tomorrow's a new day. Let's sometimes you need someone to shake you out of your, your condition. I really call it a condition because seriously, man, I just go nuts. And then at some point I go, you know what, man, it's not worth it anymore. I already lost so much money, might as well lose all my money. And then you blow the
I
entire
definitely
account.
felt that. Yeah.
And then you blow the entire account, and then you think, man, fuck, why did I stupidly blow it? I still had some money left to trade, So it's a vicious cycle. So how you combat it is this, okay? If the hard stops is not fucking stopping you, set the max size. But the problem with Uber is you're trading a small cap for a $2 stock. Now you're trading a $40 stock. So your 5,000 max size is gonna wipe you out anyways, right? So
Yes.
So those are the hard things. So that fence would not work in this condition, in this case. So you have to have many levels, in my opinion. I call it security level. It's just like if you're a fucking billionaire, same as a celebrity, you own a house. You don't just put a fucking a door lock. You have to have a fence. Around the fence is a bunch of bushes. Behind the bushes, a security guard, and then you have your fucking dog. You see what I'm saying? And those guys have money. They have many different layers to protect themselves. So for me, when I take a big loss, first thing I do is I think about how I can protect myself, like from next time, because I cannot be trusted. I'm a human being. I do stupid shit. I might be drunk one day or just fighting with my girlfriend. That's the shit, man. When you fight your girlfriend, whatever, or your parents or your friend, you get emotional, right? So think of different ways. So the one thing that I found a commonality that helped me throughout the years is a tap. Like Alex, like, get the fuck out, Val. Sometimes you just need that. You just need to be called out and just snap out of it. But now the more important part is how do you bounce back? You bounce back by, I made a lot of videos on this, so I'll say that once again. You take the next day. Some people take the day off. That's completely fine. A lot of times, in my opinion, if it was a fucking bad beat loss, like really bad, I advise to take at least one day off. Okay. Because what's going to happen is you're going to try to come back and trade the same stock. And that's what you're going to lose. Yep.
That's what I did, and I took an L again yesterday. Smaller, much smaller L.
Yeah, but when you do that, it worsens your confidence level more.
Yeah, it fucked me up pretty bad. So then I spoke with my tabs, and then we came up with a plan to size everything down. So today I'm trading like 10 shares just to get my confidence back.
Exactly, bro. So what happens is this. So I know myself. I know that if I take a fucking loss and I still have money in my account, the next day I'm going to go fucking balls to the wall. and then because that's what it is. You're like, this guy can't beat me 2 days in a row. And then when you fucking lost 2 days in a row, you fucking feel like an idiot. So for me, sometimes I just need to get drunk and miss a day. Because when I come back, that play is already dead. Or that play blew out everybody else, right? So because I can't trust myself with that loss, with that stock, because I'm emotionally tied to that stock. It's like a fucking breakup with a bad girlfriend. You can't be trusted by fucking hanging out with her again. You're gonna get another fight or whatever, right? So a way to do it is just, if you lose that one stock, maybe just take it off the screen the next day, or take your do a timeout and just don't trade the next day. And then the first thing you need to do is get back on the horse. Know that one loss does not define you. Know that, dude, you know what you're doing. You're consistent, and you go back to your bread and butter. Because you know why? When you took that loss, that was you deviating from your process. That was not in your process. So know that the reason you lost is you deviated from your process. So go back to your process and adhere to your process 100%. If your process says don't fucking stop out at the high, never re-enter, zombie out, whatever the rule may be, go back to your process, okay? And then you're gonna realize, hey, if I trade well through my process, now I'm green. And it takes 1 green day, 2 green days, the 3rd green day, you're going to be like, your confidence is back. So the key is to get back to your process and to make sure that you adhere to your process. And even if you lose, the process will help you keep your losses in check. Okay? And so confidence gets rebuilt the moment you start winning. That's what it is. And the way you win back is go back to your process that's been time tested, man. So the next day, make sure you close green. Green. Don't be fucking scared. The problem I see with this, so there's a lot of things. There's people that bounce back, and there's people that could never recover. They were great day traders, and then they took one big loss, and it's not even the money. It's the fact that their confidence got crushed. So now they're fearful. Okay?
So it's more psychological.
It's psychological, man. It's confidence. Because once you, it's like a professional athlete. Once you go on a fucking losing streak, they send you to a sports psychologist. Those guys are great. They're professional players, right? But even those guys go through slumps. So it's all about the confidence. And the guys that don't survive, it's the fear that gets them. It's not the lack of confidence. It's the fear that causes that. And so to me, how you overcome fear is you have to do it. But you put a fence around it. You do small size, like you said, 10 shares, just to get your groove back. And then you stick to the process, because what's going to happen is you need to be confident that your process works. Okay? But the problem is this, a lot of people don't understand that if you're confident in your process, but your process is faulty, you're going to lose too. So you have to make sure your process is effective. How do you do that? They're leveling. So you don't just start jumping, paying 1,000 size of Uber. You know, you fucking, you do the 10 shares, and when you're consistent, you move up in size. So, you know, but it always comes back to proper process and confidence in your process. Is that good?
Yes, that helps a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, man. If you need any more help, hit us up on the chat, brother.
For sure. I hope that helps whoever took a loss recently as well too. That's watching.
Bro, we all been there. You know, we all been there. So, and it revolves around breaking the rules. When the moment you fucking break one rule, you're gonna break 20 rules.
Yeah, everything falls apart after the first break.
Yep. All right, man. Thanks, brother. I hope you
thank you,
bounce
Bao.
back.
I will.
All right.
I'll talk to you in chat. Thanks.
Thanks, man. All right. I couldn't see who wants to. So let me know who wants to talk. Just say, hey, pick me, pick me. So yeah, man, it's dude, we have to build confidence. That's the thing. That's why when you talk about athletes, they go through. You don't just start out in the major leagues. You start at the Pee Wee leagues, the junior high, varsity, junior varsity, college. You see that they're leveling up, guys. They are leveling up. They took 10 years to get to where they are, and you expect to be a master day trader in one day, chasing alerts with hotkeys? Doesn't work. All right, who wants to get on? I will. Just say I want to get on. I don't know if those hands are I want to get on, or are those who should. Who wants to get? Just say I want to get on. I see the hand wave. I don't know if that's a high or a flip me off. Let me here AP trades, brother. I've seen you around for a long time. Waiting for AP trades. I love seeing these guys, man. I've seen them on Twitter, on Instagram for like years. It's so awesome, man. The split screen to see and talk in person, you know. Waiting for AP trades. Get on bow. Waiting for AP trades. Sylvie, you want to get on? Yeah, you're. Oh, 1847. There we go. I'm gonna make you get. I'm gonna make you get. Oh shoot! Hey, AP Trades, what's up, brother? ELTK 290.
Hello.
Go to 3, please. Okay. Hey, what's up, brother?
Hello. How are you doing?
Hey, what's your name and where you from?
Alex, from Florida.
Hey, what's going on, man? How are things going? How old are you? You look like you're in school.
Yeah, I'm 16.
Holy shit. Hey, man, that's the best. That's the best time to start thinking about this. You know what I'm saying? Prepared, and just the mindset of how to level up, man. You have any questions? Any questions, brother?
No, not really. Just trying to execute some trades, find my lines and play those.
That's awesome, man.
Haven't traded in a while because the market's pretty slow for me.
Yep. That's exactly right, man. Stay disciplined until you get what you want. You know. Oh, should
Yeah.
you be in school? No school?
I do homeschool, so
Okay.
I have a lot of time, free time, so I just trade most of just look at charts and stuff.
That's awesome, man. Start out with very small size to learn. You know, you have a lot of time, man, to move up. First thing to do is just find consistency, because you do not want to use big money and lose it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, currently trading like small size, 100, 200 shares.
That's good, brother. Dude, I wish I started at your age. Well,
Yeah.
well, it's nice seeing you, man. I see you online all the time, so I was like, I give you a shout out. What's up?
Yeah, I'm gonna join MIC soon, saving up for the lifetime.
Really? Might be our youngest lifetime. You're gonna get your money's worth there.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Thanks, man. Any questions? Hit me up as usual.
All right. Yep. Thank you.
All right, brother. See you, Alex.
Have a good.
ELTK, is it 3 yet? You see what we talked on chat. ELTK is a nano float. On Finviz, it was less than 1 million float. It rotated a ton of times. I'm thinking there's dilution going on because I see it's effective, but who the hell knows? You always have to be careful with these nano floats. We talked about in chat, PDSB yesterday was $1 down from VWAP. VWAP was like 850, whatever. It was like 750. So that got saved from 750 to $9. So you gotta be careful. Same thing with ELTK today. It did not breach the 250 death line. And look what it did now. It went from 260 to $3 almost. So those are the rules that you have to fucking learn. If you anticipate versus confirm, you're gonna fucking lose. So these are the things that, hey man, experience will fucking show you, you know? But I don't want you guys to fucking blow your account learning these rules. So that's why I was like, use me. I was the guinea pig for like 20 years to come up with all these rules. Because each one of these rules, because I got my ass kicked. All right, who wants to get on here? Whew. Who wants to get on here? Oh, Britt. Are you at work? I'm going to try to get you on. Okay, Sylvie will be after Brett. Or did she cancel? Okay, we go to Sylvie. Whew. All right, next up, Brett. Hey!
Hey!
Oh my God!
Can you hear me?
We've known each other on Instagram for like years.
Yeah, that's true. So I just wanted to say hi and I'm really thankful for all the lessons which I learned in MIC for only, let's say, 1 week. It's just incredible because I trade almost 5 years, but I really am surprised that I don't know much about trading.
Yeah.
It's just
So
crazy.
first of all, where are you from? You're from Germany, right?
Yeah, I live in Germany, but actually I'm Bulgarian, so I come from Bulgaria.